have a big
Or we
we just loosen Welcome back to the vlog. Happy Monday. I'm actually about to jump right into a demo call with a COO and co-founder of a beauty company here in the GTA. This is going to be my third call that I'm having with an actual brand owner versus a 3PL. I'd like to confirm a few things. I think the main thing is why they choose to self-fulfill versus working with a 3PL partner. From the other conversations that we've had, it seems like if you have lots of SKUs and less volume per SKU, that is a reason why you could save a little bit of money by self-fulfilling instead. I have been to the store a few times, so it's really cool to speak to the owner, and I'll update you guys after the call. Okay, just finished the call. I think it went pretty well. This business mainly operates from brick and mortar stores, and they're less focused on the e-com side. I would say generally they're probably not the best fit for us right now, so I didn't even try kind of selling them on the features exactly. I think later down the line when we have more integrations into ERP systems, that's probably the best time to reach back out again. The person was incredibly nice, incredibly helpful. He kind of gave us some more insight onto another WMS that we haven't really seen before. But yeah, good way to start the week, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Hey, Homer hanging on my neck. The bracelet matches the set. My brother name is Tina Dollar. Stop all that back and forth over the net. My mama wish I would've went corporate. She wish I would've went exec. I still turn to a CEO, so the lifestyle she respect. Hey.
Okay, welcome back. It's Tuesday now. We're gonna get back on the phone. I have a big list of contacts I tried to call on Thursday, but here in Canada, it was Easter weekend, so I think a lot of people were off from Friday until Monday, which explains maybe why some people are kind of out of the office towards the end of the day on Thursday. When I was looking through the list of contacts I had prospected, a lot of trucking companies made it through the filter because they offer like 3PL and even e-com fulfillment services as well. I just had one call with a trucking company or a freight forwarding company that offers that kind of service, but on their website, they list the WMS that they use, but this software actually mainly handles the freight forwarding side of things and cross-border transportation. And it kind of seems like the warehousing thing was something that they added on just to improve their clients' experiences and kind of add on to their existing products. I don't know if you guys noticed in the office before, but it was super bright. I think the lights and the very white walls made it really bright, but Afraz just made this sign and it looks good. Yesterday we went to IKEA, as you would have seen. Yeah, and we got that shelf. Okay, so what have we done since last Saturday?
Okay, so we came in on Saturday and we actually tested the WMS for shipping orders, packing and shipping orders, but we were using like the mock APIs. So we had to do a workaround where we actually queried the customer's current WMS system because our Shopify app is under review. We're basically hitting that API to get the data we need and packing the orders. And we were using a sandbox environment for creating the shipping labels. But then on Monday, we came in and we used the real API to generate real labels, and we actually shipped out our first 2 orders that are real going to customers. And then the rest of the week, we're fulfilling some more orders and then testing some user interface changes to make the process a little bit easier before we pass it over to a warehouse associate that has never seen it before so that they can use it.
Trying to stay light on my toes. Just ran a light in the rose. Told me I'm looking exhausted. You hit it right on the nose. I'm tired of all of these niggas. Worry about taking my lane, they ain't even got on the road. They turn their back and they leave you. They gon' be back when they need you. I practice good over evil. Flipping the script like a read through. Yeah.
What's this here?
All of my brothers we equal.
We just had another demo call. This time it was with the VP of operations. We actually spoke with someone at this company before. We might have talked about it in a previous vlog, but back then we didn't really have anything to show. But now since we've been piloting, we have kind of the early version, what that looks like. So after I kind of ran through what the picking and packing process looks like, and we talked a little bit more about our vision, the features that we want to add, and also some of the feedback that we've gotten from all of the other cold calls that we've done, and then the kind of improvements that we have laid out for the next couple of months of development. It sounds like they're moving into a new warehousing space later on this year or early next year, and they kind of want to pick a new WMS for when that time comes. I think right now, like, no fully running fulfillment warehouse are gonna fully commit to us because, you know, we're in pilot stage, but the person did seem very interested and they wanted to stay in touch. So we're gonna send a quick follow-up email with kind of what we talked about during the meeting, things that we're building, and what early pricing looks like. Our current idea for pricing is we want to have a 2-tier structure. So we want to just have the core level, and at this level, we're going to improve on kind of the incumbent software, use all the feedback that we've gotten to include all the features that we've heard a lot of people need, and we want to have that priced very competitively. And then we want to have like the optimization and AI layer. So for warehouses that want to take that next step, we want to unlock a lot of efficiency and a hidden value that's already in these warehouses that this optimization layer is going to be able to tap into and bring out. That's it for now. I think we're still iterating on the WMS from the learnings of yesterday, and we're going to be fulfilling more orders for the rest of the week.
I think one of the things is because we're building so fast and we're piloting right now, a lot of people don't understand the speed at which like a product can develop into at least a pilot stage where you can test it out. So what we did a really good job about in this demo was like showing the holistic view of the product, what features we want to offer and will be offered when it's ready, to give them a lot more insight onto the product that they don't physically see or they don't think can be achieved really quickly. So.
But yeah, I think our space is really coming together. I think I talked about this sign previously. That looks really nice. And then our new shelf that you would have seen us build the other day. And then this morning we have these nice lights, and we're trying to fill up this shelf with some trinkets that'll look good in the back of our meeting. Okay, I just stepped out to get some coffee, and as soon as I turned out of the parking lot, there was this crazy bump and crazy noise, and I thought I ran over something, like a piece of metal, a piece of scrap, but turns out it was a big pothole, and one of my tires has no air in it now. Luckily, we do have a spare in the trunk, so I'm gonna try to put it on. I've never done this before, only seen it in videos. Yeah, I want to say how hard can it be, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I'll show you guys what it looks like. We got the tools and the jack. Okay, not sure if you guys can hear me because it's a little bit windy. We just loosened up the tire and I have to try to find where to put the jack. There's a video online from my car, and I think I'm looking for a little gap like this. But yeah, I'm gonna use you guys and the camera to try to find where that is. Okay, Happy Friday and welcome to the end of the vlog. I think we just had a really amazing week. We had successful demos. We've been iterating really fast on the WMS. We have a good number of orders that's now been fulfilled on our WMS. And we want to continue doing that next week, moving more and more brands permanently onto our WMS at our first pilot customer. I'm pretty confident in the product now. We're just going to be increasing our volume week over week. We're currently trying to address all the common edge cases, and we just want to make sure that if we're kind of hands off or we're implementing the WMS remotely or after kind of the setup and implementation, it's mature and we're confident to, give it to someone else and have another warehouse, their own associates using our WMS with minimal intervention. That's pretty much the plan. That's kind of the next phase. More good news today. I had another call with Velocity. We're going to be participating in the next batch for the Velocity incubator. It's going to be starting later on in May. I think that timeline works perfectly with when we want to get back into the sales cycle. By then, I think I'll be a little bit more hands off of, day-to-day WMS or process improvements. I'm able to then, try to fill up the top of the funnel again. That's it for this week. If you made it this far into the video, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and leave a like, leave a comment. We read every single comment and we'll try to reply to as many as possible. But again, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys next Saturday.